Yo, what's up guys? Alex here from Elite Football Conditioning again, and this week I'm going to answer the question for you. Is it possible to achieve a personal best in the gym in season? And I'm not even going to make it an easy example for someone, i.e. someone who's not necessarily been playing much, not been training a lot, and just is getting kind of early beginners gains. I'm going to pick someone who has played, I think, twice a week all the way through January. So a very, very busy Christmas period with a fairly full training schedule, and pretty much just someone who's trained a lot previously and is simply doing the work. Let's take a look.
Whenever you're ready, pal. Yep, not bad.
It's all right.
So that lift there, 144 kgs, and he made it look really, really simple. So just to put this into context, Ab's previous best on this lift when we started working together was 120. So he's added 24 kilos to it, made it look very, very comfortable. And the kind of trainer I am, the kind of person he is, yeah, he didn't want to stop there either. Let's have a look at this one.
This time.
Right, Abs Obasoto going for his second PB of the day. 150 kg. What have you got? What are we saying? Easy. Come on. Yeah, it's all right.
That's all right, yeah. Yes. I couldn't hold my excitement.
So that lift, 150 kgs. Don't ask me why we jumped up by 6 kilos. I think whether it was just the plates we had available at the time or it just seemed like the best logical jump. It was a big number, nice attractive number for him, and he made the other one look so easy. That was why we did it. And the way that he's managed to achieve that is because it's not because he's had loads of days off in between. In fact, far, far from it. We've gradually been building up his tolerance and his training load, even over the course of January, where we've got a lot of games, by managing when he does things and how he does things. For instance, training the day before a game, doing his power work then, because it's not a lot of work, and you can recover from it before you play the next day. I've spoken about this before as being my neural priming session to get the nervous system excited, get the body energized, so that when you step onto the pitch on the day of the game, you feel fresh. We've also added in a slightly more difficult and intense training session on a Thursday where he would do his gym work in the morning, and then he's either got a one-to-one in the afternoon as well, or and he's also got a training session on field in the evening where again we manage the intensity and the workload and the amount of work done. So the amount of work you do, i.e. the number of reps, is always going to be more fatiguing than if you just lifted heavier. So 100 reps at 10 kilos is far more fatiguing than 10 reps at 100 kilos, for instance. So that's how we want to break things down. And sometimes I think people get a bit of a mismatch in their head as to, well, I'm playing tomorrow, so I'm just going to go light and I'm going to do this amount. It's the wrong way to do it. Let's flip it around. And that's one of the keys to it. So something that you can try the day before a game or a couple of days before a game, you always want to be working on that strength and power, especially in season, because your football specific conditioning, that work is going to be done in your on-field sessions and in games, especially if you're playing a lot. I've always said, and I'm a firm believer of this, you should be getting better and more well-conditioned. You should be getting sharper, quicker, energy systems more finely tuned as the season goes on. So you're looking to peak at the end of the season. You're moving away from the general high-level conditioning to elite specific conditioning as the season goes on. That develops through playing. Pretty simple. What we can do is look to maximize speed, power, performance, change of direction components on the pitch by working on those specific qualities and boiling it down to the basics when we're in the gym. So, for instance, on a strength day, it might literally just look like 6 sets of 3 in a heavy trap bar deadlift, obviously after warming up, and then moving on to a core work or a heavy carry, and then go. You're done. Half an hour, done, gone, get out of there. It doesn't have to be for a long time for it to work and be effective. If you can manage that tolerance, and you can do that on a Thursday, or you can do the neural primer on a Friday, I would even suggest you might actually feel like you get a good bit of benefit by doing some heavy lifting, wait for it, on the morning of a game. Now that might look like 3 sets of 2 reps, 3 sets of 3 reps on a good heavy trap bar deadlift, or something that's safe, something that you can posturally execute and you can get in the right positions and you can work through it with really, really good efficiency. That could actually be incredibly beneficial for you if you have the time to do it. Obviously, time is probably the biggest limiting factor if football isn't your job. If football isn't your only thing or your only focus, you probably won't get the time to do it. But that's what I would suggest. If you can and you've got the ability to do it, it's probably worth considering. At the very least, I would recommend on a game day, go out, have a walk, stretch your legs, be busy, get your nervous system going, get your body moving, get your heart rate up a little bit, and mentally engage yourself for your kickoff later on. Anyway, going back to the training program with abs. So one of the ways in which he's been able to achieve that lift, it's not the only thing that we've been practicing. We have been working on speed, power, core strength, overall body strength. So obviously his trap bar deadlift has been his main one, but we've been working on heavy carries, heavy chin-ups, adding weight to that, so he's getting stronger in the upper body as well. And we've been looking at obviously power, technique and efficiency with some of the sprint drills and the acceleration work we're doing. Also in terms of changing direction and being mobile in that sense to get around, and you've got that quickness then in those 2 and 3 yard efforts where you have to control your body weight. We've been doing loads of jumps. I say loads of jumps. We've been spreading the jumps out through the course of the week, but that's something that's been put in on a consistent basis so he learns how to apply that power and reutilize it. So it's not just one big powerful jump, it's how to make that one step and turn that step into an even bigger one for the next, and building momentum in that sense. So he's learning how to develop that power through running, absorbing and reapplying that force. So I realise I've probably just talked a load of garble at you for a good 5 or 6 minutes there. What I would suggest is do this. Make your, and I realise I might be rehashing over old territory here where I've spoken about your weekly routine kind of thing. I'm not going to change too much from that, but I would suggest if you're playing on a Saturday, make your final heavy day Thursday. No matter what you do, even if you're training football later on in the evening, or as long as you've got a few hours in between your sessions, if you can train in the morning, lift heavy. Do a few jumps, do some sprint technique work. It might be heavy sled pulls, it might be just wall drills. Get those done. Pick a heavy lift, i.e. a trap bar deadlift. You might do a back squat, front squat, or a lunge variation. Make it heavy. Then go and do some core work. It can be hanging single leg raises. It could be a kettlebell, hip flexor lift and pull. You might even want to throw in some chin-ups or a little bit of upper body work in there. That's fine. Dose those in as well. I'd say with your heavy lift, keep it 3 to 5 sets of 3 to 5 reps to begin with. Build your tolerance. Don't just go 5 by 5 or 7 by 3 kind of thing. Take your time with it. Build yourself up to it. Maybe just start 3 by 3. Go dead simple. 3 by 3, trap bar deadlift, done. Then move on to your upper body work or whole body strength variation. Then a heavy carry. Get out of the gym. Finish there. That's your Thursday done. If you feel like over a couple of weeks you do that and it's manageable, you're feeling really, really good on a Saturday, then you can add in another little session on a Friday where you do even less. You might do even fewer reps. You might just go in and do 3 sets of 1 or 3 sets of 2 on your heavy strength lift and then get out. Build yourself up to being able to do it on the Saturday so you're learning that and you're developing that tolerance to being able to do those exercises on a consistent basis, because that is the key to being able to hit those PBs late on in the season when you're actually at your best and when you are peaking. So if, in my example, if Abs can do it having played at least 2 games a week, and he is playing more or less 90 minutes every time, if he can do it whilst playing 2 games a week at high intensity, then you should definitely be able to do it too. So it is possible, it can be done. You've got to do the work. So get cracking. If you've got any questions, or if I haven't been clear enough in any of that, I hope I have. But if I haven't made that clear, drop me a message, and if you want to know more, I will get back to you and I will let you know exactly how it's done. Okay? Cheers for watching. Take care. I'll speak to you again soon.